All right, good evening, traders. Quick review on the two trades that I sent out in the Discord VIP trade room this afternoon. Well, this morning, should I say. Both trades should be closed now if you're in either of them. Okay, we had the Swiss JPY and we also had EurJpy sent out at 9 o'clock this morning for, well, EurJpy was sent out at 9 o'clock and then the Swiss was sent out around about 10, 11 o'clock, I think. Both trades were very profitable if you'd taken either of them. So I didn't take the Swiss, I took EurJpy, and the reason why I didn't take the Swiss was mainly because we weren't in officially in a market cycle. Okay, we are now officially in a market cycle because we've had pretty much a full ADR move down. We had 3 days of sideways price action, but you can see that clearly structure in the market is turning bearish. Okay, so overnight 11 o'clock pushed down, Asian session started to pull back up into London, came back up into this manipulation point, and it rejected this level, came back up in New York, tested again, and then pushed down pretty quickly. So I put this trade into the Discord at 5 to 11 this morning, which was here. Okay, this was a confirmation. So as long as we didn't break these highs, this trade was valid. So well done if you took that. I think this trade ended up hitting 2.5R, depending on how tight you were with your stop losses, which again is a very good trade, and depending on how much you risk, I suppose. If you risk 1%, is 1.5, 2.5%, 2.6% profit for the day. I took EurJpy, and the reason why I took this instead of taking the Swiss JPY was mainly because we were officially in a market cycle. Okay, so we had a market cycle up, which should complete up here. Okay, so once the market cycle completes, you then wait for the next market cycle move, and in this case, occasionally it can pull back and it can continue long. So you can have a three-stage market cycle, bullish, a retracement, and then if we'd broken this high and met a full ADR moving upwards, we could then look for a market cycle bullish again. It doesn't have to be that you have a three-stage market cycle bullish and then the next one has to be bearish. You can still have another bullish trend straight after, you know, a completed market cycle bullish. So that wasn't the case obviously with EJ, because yesterday, Monday, we pushed down and created so we moved a full ADR to the downside, which gave us a bearish bias today. And I prefer to trade with cycle in mind, because it gives you a bias for the day. I was only going to be looking for shorts today on EJ. There was no, you know, if we'd broken above here, I wouldn't have been looking for a long, because when you put a fib retracement on this move down, you know, we could have still pulled back a little bit deeper, but I like this level because, well, we had this liquidity grab here, if you want to call it a liquidity grab. We'd had this pullback, you know, and a rejection, whether you want to call it a liquidity grab or a pullback is entirely up to you. It doesn't really make any difference. We pulled back, we rejected this level, okay, and we stayed underneath this manipulation point for the whole of the London session, which, you know, was ideal really, because I'd entered the trade here. Coming in at 10:30, I was in the trade here, and the reason why I was in is because we were just coming past all of these lows. What happened then was we basically had a retracement, or if you like chart patterns, you could call this a bear flag. Basically, it's a bear flag because I know we've got this sort of spike up, and then we've almost got a reaccumulation here, but we've broken out of the accumulation down. Right, then we've just done this sort of diagonal accumulation. If you draw the lines and if you read the chart patterns book, this is a bear flag. Okay, so I had to wait basically because I was in the trade here. My stop loss was above this high or thereabouts, because as far as I was concerned, this was going to be the high of the day. market cycle was going to push down, which it did inevitably. I had to wait, quite some time from 12:30 till about 3 o'clock. I think this move came down to 20 past 3, so I had to wait 3 hours in here. I basically I left it alone. There was nothing I could do. I'd taken the trade, I'd taken the risk. I'd put 1.5% risk on this trade because I could see, potential for market cycle 2. If we'd maybe come down a bit lower, I would have more than likely held this trade overnight. But that being said, we've got oil prices or oil stock change news this evening, maybe around about now, maybe in about half an hour. We've got that will affect Japanese yen, and in some cases that will affect euro price to some extent. Whatever stock of oil is carried in the USA, it affects a lot of things. So I didn't really want to be involved with that overnight, certainly not during the rollover when the market closes in about 20 minutes. I didn't want to be involved with that. I'd quite happily just bank my profit. So I risked 1.5% on this trade, and I ended up with 4.4%. I think it was, just about 3R. 4.4% was what I banked today. So yeah, nice trade all round. We have also got confirmation now. We've had the second push in the market cycle. So although we don't appear to have an awful lot of room, as long as this manipulation point holds, we may get a little pullback. We may pull back up here somewhere, even, worst case scenario. As long as we don't pull back over this high, tomorrow we can look for further shorts. And on the higher time frame perspective, we're kind of in this sort of, what do you want to call it, a bear flag, bull. Well, it's a bull flag, isn't it? Because you've got the flagpole here, and then you've got this kind of flag pattern, I suppose. So theoretically, price should come down around about here somewhere before moving back up again. That's not always the case. Forex will do whatever it wants. We could see price reverse from here, break out and move higher again. We are on the 28th of November, so we're 2 days away from the end of the month. So volume might start to die down a little bit now. But we've had a nice trade today. Whether you took the Euro Japanese yen or whether you took the Swiss franc Japanese yen, both trades perfectly valid. Great trades and fully in line with the GFX strategy blueprint. So all the rules were followed, and excellent trades. So well done if you took it. I'll be back online tomorrow morning with hopefully some more profitable trades. If you like this video, hit like, share, and let me know in the comments. Anyway guys, good evening, see you tomorrow.